The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Chargers first down.
Come on, set. ATK. QB's trash. Let's go. Show them. Hey, check. Get it all. West. Go.
On first down. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Bridgewater going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. James has got it, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring out second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's third and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Murray now, third and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Caught by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Play fake. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
25. Check 25.
To throw is Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it's clicking exactly like they drew it up.
That's caught by Montgomery. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The last catch nearly got them a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Murray going to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Murray now on first down. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Touch the outlaws. Check 56. Blue down, blue down.
Bridgewater to throw it. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Bridgewater again. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Bridgewater now. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's set.
Yeah. One up and